Hello children, good morning everyone. So today we are going to discuss social, that is economics development chapter 1. Okay, so this is development chapter 1 in economics. First, when we talk about this, what is a development? The idea of development or progress has always been with us. We have aspirations or desires about what we would like to do and how we would like to live. Similarly, we have ideas about what a country should be like, what are the essentials, things that we require. Can life be better for all? How should people live together? Can there be more equality? Development involves thinking about these questions and about the ways in which we can work towards achieving these goals. This is a complex task, and in this chapter we shall make a beginning at understanding development. So you will learn more about these issues in greater depth in higher classes. Now, children, here the developmental goals of any particular idea varies from person to person. It just varies from person to person, it is different. So, apart from personal development, we should definitely think about the country's development also. So, as a citizen, we have the responsibility to think about the country's development. And development is also defined as what? People's economic growth. Development of the country means what? Or individual means people's economic growth along with the growth of their basic needs like education, health, lifestyle, etc. So, if there is a growth in our education, in our health and in lifestyle, that along with that economic growth, that is defined as the development. Okay. So, the main aim of development is to update as per the demand of time. We have to develop our updates according to the time. Like for example, for to generate electricity, a dam is constructed over a river. So, whereby like nearby mass is considered for construction, resulting in the development of society and country. And it also causes destruction for farmers and the lives of people living nearby. Okay. Next, what are like development promises? What are development promises? Different people, different goals. This we are going to discuss now. They seek things that are most important for them, that which can fulfill their aspirations or desires. In fact, at times two persons or groups of persons may seek things. It means what are the development promises? Like what are the, we are talking about different people have different goals and different opinions, right? So, what are different people and different goals we are going to discuss now. So, what are they seeking? These development promises means they seek that like the most important for them, what they seek is what they need, like which can fulfill their needs in their day to day lives. So, what happen at times, two people, two persons or a group of persons may seek the same thing or may seek different sort of things, and which are conflicting, like a girl expects as much freedom and opportunity as her brother, and that he also shares in the household work. Her brother may not like this. Similarly, to get more electricity, industrialists may want more dams, but this may submerge the land and disrupt the lives of people who are displaced, such as tribals. They might resent this and may prefer small check dams or tanks to irrigate their land. So, two things are quite clear. One, different person can have different development goals, and two, and what may be development for one may not be development for the other. It may even be destructive for the other. It means like The developmental goals or their idea or their notion of development may be, it may vary from each person, right. For example, when you are taking a girl and a boy from a house, the boy will be given more freedom to go outside or play or roam somewhere else, whereas the girls were not allowed to go outside. And even the girl also expects the same. She also expects the same freedom what her brother is getting. In the same way, the boy who is given so much of freedom, he is not allowed to do any work at home in these days or those days comparing, okay. But even that boy, her brother also is having equal share to do all the household works at home. That is the difference of the opinions. And her brother may not like this to do the household work. When comparing to this, the girl may like to go outside and get the freedom out the boy gets. The same way, to get more electricity, to fulfill our needs related to the electricity, these industrialists what they started constructing more dams. So, for this what they have to submerge the land and disrupt all the lives of the people, okay. The people who are living near the river areas, who are living near the water areas like tribal people, they are just transferring these people from this, they are migrating from these from those people from this area to the another place only for the purpose of what? For the construction of dams to get more electricity. So, their lives are also what? Destroyed and disturbed. So, here two things we are quite clear, two different peoples are fighting for their two developmental goals, right. That we have to keep think about that. Here you can see a car, a person who is just going in the car, and these people, those people who don't want to develop, and these people who want to develop, a lady sitting, woman sitting under the table, okay. So, these are like what development promises, development people and development like different people and different goals. Now, coming to this income and other goals. Now, coming to income and other goals. So, here they have given a table in the textbook. So, in that we will notice one common thing, what people desire are regular work, better wages and decent prices for their crops or other products that they produce. In other words, they want more income. So, while we are talking about the income and other goals related to the economic growth of an individual or else country's development, actually what the people expect, what the people need, they want what? Regular work. Each and everyone need a regular work for their salary and better wages, best salary they need, right. And the decent price for agricultural, for the farmers, they need a reasonable price for the crops they produce, or some other industrialized or small scale industries, whatever the products they are producing, they need a decent price, means reasonable price, so that they can get a normal, a decent like what we can say, decent income in that, okay. So, in order to talk about this, actually everybody are searching for more income, is it so? Yes. Now, besides seeking more income, one way or the other, people also seek things like equal treatment, freedom, security and respect for others. The recent discrimination, all these are important goals. In fact, in some cases, these may be more important than more income or more consumption, because material goods are not all that you need to live. So, besides seeking all these expecting more income, either one way or the other way, people also, they were just searching for the things like equal treatment. Like the caste, the people will be treated according to their caste, on their wealth, like based on the color, racism, like people are treated differently in our society, right. And also people need the freedom and they want the security and respect for others. So here not only the money is speaking here, not only the economic growth is speaking here. You are not talking about only the economical money related thing. Apart from this income also, people are also expecting to get equal treatment when compared to other one. And they are just seeking for what? Freedom, security and respect also. And this racial discrimination is more in all the countries, that should be eradicated. And all these are the important goals for the people nowadays. And sometimes what happens is, this may be more important than the income also. So, for example, if two children are sitting here, one is getting more marks and one is getting low marks, if they are treated, the low marks child is treated very badly, that is not at all acceptable, even though he is paying fees or whatever he is maintaining, right? Yes. So, when comparing to the income, sometimes income doesn't play a main role in a human's life, because they also seek for the other goals like treatment, freedom, security and respect, right? Yes. And more conception like because material goods are not that all you need to live, it means what? Only the materials we are using for our day to day life to pass our lives, to survive is not enough. We also need the basic respect and basic rights to live in this society. So, children, don't think only the money or materials which we are using doesn't categorize our status in the society. Earning good name and good respect with security and freedom is also the most important thing than the money, income. Okay. Now coming here, money or material things that one can buy with it is one factor on which our life depends, but the quality of our life also depends on non-material things mentioned above. If it is not obvious to you, then just think of the role of your friends in your life. You may desire their friendship. Similarly, there are many things that are not easily measured by them, mean a lot to our lives, right? Yes, these are often ignored. It means money and the products, as I told you now, money and products which we are using in our day to life doesn't depend our lives. We are not depending on those materialistic life. But what is important here? The freedom, security, respect and the equal treatment, and also the without the racial discrimination. That is also very important, right? So, we have to think obviously about our friends in our life. We need the friendship, right? We need the friendship. To need the friendship, money is not the one. And here a demonstration meeting against raising the height of Sardar Sarovar Dam on Narmada river. So, like a meeting was conducted against what? The height of the Sardar Sarovar Dam on Narmada river, because they did not think about any economic growth here. Okay. Now here this is the picture of the people who are sitting and fighting against for what? For Sardar Sarovar Dam near the Narmada river. The government has planned to construct a dam. At that time people were grouped here, united here to fight back for that, because money is not important, the materialistic need is not important, we need our nature to be saved, right? For this is the picture, real picture shared in our textbooks. Okay guys? Yes. Now coming here, however, it will be wrong to conclude that what cannot be measured is not important. So, we cannot conclude that it is not at all important. Like consider another example. If you get a job in a far off place, before accepting it, you would try to consider many factors apart from income, such as facilities over your family, working atmosphere or opportunity to learn. In another case, a job may give you less pay, but may offer regular employment that enhances your sense of security. Another job, like however, may offer high pay but no job security and also leave no time for your family. This will reduce your sense of security and freedom. So now here is another example. Just now we spoke about the people fighting against a dam in the Narmada river and also about the comparison between the students in the classroom. Now here is another example, like if we get a job, now we are currently in Puducherry, okay, Kadalur or Pondicherry. Now we get a job in Delhi with high salary, like per month 1 lakh or 2 lakh, 3 lakh, like that if we are expecting the salary there, working there, but we are selected for the job with a high salary, but before going there we will not immediately after hearing that salary we will not immediately jump and go and join, right? We will just what? We will consider many factors. We will concern the people who are already working there, or through the people who we got the job, or directly to the people who are assigning us. We will talk to them. Apart from income, where we are going to live, where our family is going to stay, how we will travel from home to office. If we go to work, our family is safe in that new area, and how that working atmosphere, is it too hectic, or per day you have to work for 12 hours to 16 hours? Do we have time to rest? Do we have time to spend our time with our family? Is that a safe place for me and for my family? Is there any education facility for my children there? Everything our daddies, yes, our parents will consult anyone and consider all those factors, whether all the facilities are amicable for them to live a new life, even though if you get a new salary. Here money is not playing an important role, only the safety issues and another needy things for the family is playing a main role. So in another case, if a job is giving you very less salary, but offer, if you will get regular employment, in the middle of the job they will not send you out, you will be having regular employment, but the salary is less, there is a more security, what you will choose? If there is a job with high salary and no security, and a regular job with low salary and so much of security, which one you will prefer? You will prefer the low job with more security only, right? Or another job however may offer high salary but no job security. The other job what we spoke, no, they are giving high salary but there is no security at all, and there is no time for you to live with your family or to take your own relaxation time. What will you do? You will select only the regular job with moderate salary, and you will not choose the a temporary job with more salary where there is no security and freedom also. So here you can understand that the security is playing the role, right children? Yes. Similarly, what happened? For development, people look at a mix of goals. It is true that if women are engaged in paid work, their dignity in the household and society increases. However, it is also the case that if there is respect for women, there would be more sharing of houseworks and a greater acceptance of women working outside. A safe and security environment may allow more women to take up a variety of jobs or run a business. Okay. It means, for example, for another sort of development, let us take the mixed type of goals, like for example women's working for a good salary outside, women who are engaged in the job with good salary. If women are working there, their dignity also increases, their respect also increases in the house. Before, when our mothers are working at home, na, some, not all, some of them used to treat our mothers like, oh, you have no work, you are just sitting at home, what work you are doing, and whatever, even the kid will rule the house like, mummy bring me that, they will not do any work and they will ask our mothers to do. But now if the mother is working, she will get the equal respect what our dad also gets. And also the household work, whatever the mother is doing at home, will be shared equally with other people who are living in that house. They also share the work. So the women who are working with a good pay or a bad pay, first she is a paid worker, her respect in the house as well as in the working place in the society will also increase. But the thing is, safety and security is a must. A safe and secure environment will allow more women to go and work or run a business. Yes, today in our school you can see many teachers are working in schools. When we compare to males, female teachers are only more, they are only working more in the schools, right? Why? Because women feel that it is safe and very secure and very decent to work in school. That is why many women prefer school job as a secure job, safe job, right? And today's women are, so many women are running a business and they are staying till late nights on the roads, like running a restaurant or anything till 9:30, 10 they are staying on the shops and working, running a business. What is the feel? They, apart from income, if they feel they are okay, they are safe at that time in that area, they can continue their job, right? So the respect also increases, the safe and security speaks there, and also the income also increases as an individual, as an individual economic growth as well as country's economic growth. Okay. Now, hence the developmental goals that people have are not only about better income but also about the important things in life. So the development goals are not only about the money, income, it is also the development goals are also speaking about so many important things which we need in our life, like what? Safety, security, and then respect, racial discrimination, everything they are seeking, right? Yes. Now coming to the national development. Now let us discuss about the national income, national development. Till now we have discussed about what? Income and other goals. So money is considered to be basic need of people and to fulfill their daily requirements. Making money or income is very important. Okay. So money is required to buy materialistic things as well as freedom, security, treatment, respect to maintain a quality lifestyle. So developmental goals are really necessary for us to get a better income and also other things in life. Now coming to the national development. If, as we have seen above, individuals seek different goals, then their notion of national development is also likely to be different. Discuss among yourself and what India should do for the development. Like as we have discussed about the developmental income and other goals, individuals are seeking so much of like they aim to different goals, right? And their idea of for national development is also different. Yes or no? Not even all the people, or it's not like all the people will have the same idea in that national development, as their own ideas of development is varying from each and every person. There is a difference between the national development goals also. So like for what India should do for development, that we have to discuss. Okay. Most likely you would find that different students in the class have different give different answer to the above question. Okay. Let me read this again. you would find that different students in the class have given different answers to the above question. In fact, you might yourself think of many different answers and not to be too sure of any of this. It is very important to keep in mind that different persons could have different as well as conflicting notions of a country's development. It means, children, for example, let us not talk about this national development. If I am asking you a question like how will you develop the nation? Will all of you give the same answer? No, is it so? Each one will be giving different answers. In the same way, even your answers will differ according to your ideas. So, when in one classroom we are getting so many ideas regarding the national development, think about our country and our conflicting notions, ideas of our country's development. So, it is really very important for us to keep in mind that different people has different ideas regarding the country's development. Okay. However, can all these ideas can be considered equally important? When we are getting so many ideas, can everything would be considered as equally important? No. Or if there are social conflicts, how does one decide? What would be a fair and just path for all? We also have to think whether there is a better way of doing things. Would the idea benefit a large number of people or only a small group? National development means thinking about these questions. So, national development heading, national development means what? We have to think about all these questions. What are these questions? Can all the ideas which was given by individuals are equally considered as equally important? If that's so, we all have different ideas to develop our nation. Is the government accepting all our ideas? No. So, that we have to think whether our ideas will be considered equally important, all our ideas, or if there are conflicts, if there are any variations or deviations, how that one can decide, that we have to think. Like what would be fair and just path? When all the ideas were given to us, which one will be fair in that? Which is a reasonable idea? We also have to think whether there is a better way of doing this in regarding to the development of nation. So, another question is what? Would the idea benefit a large number? When we are considering this idea to implement, is it useful for a large number of people or only for a small group of people? That also we have to think. So, thinking about the development of nation, thinking about our national development means it is not it does not depend upon to one's brain. So, many people, many brains, many ideas will rush up to implement or force to get implemented, but the right way, the right time and the right decision has to be taken to carry on all those things. Understood? So, before giving an idea to this development of nation, we have to think about all these questions whether is it possible to for our national development. Understood? So, with this, the first part we have completed, children. The second part we will continue in the next session. So, meanwhile, let us have a quick recap. Okay. In what we have discussed today. Today we have discussed what? In social economic chapter 1 development. First we had discussed about what is a development. Development means what? Like developing individually, like in economics, health, education, everything. Okay. That is what development. Development is thinking about all such things. What we have discussed like all the safety and security issues also, right? So, developmental goals of any particular idea varies from person to person, and apart from personal development, we also should definitely think about the country's development, and it is our duty and responsibility to think about our country's development. And here the development also is defined as what? The people's economic growth, and along with economic growth what we need? Well, we need the basic needs like education, health and lifestyle. And the main aim of the development is what? To update ourselves as per the demand of time. We have to update ourselves according to the time, okay, and according to the technology also. And we have spoken about the examples for the development and different goals, like a girl and a boy in the same house, like how a girl is expecting for the freedom, as well as how the boy is also has also the same share, equal share in the household work, but the girl's freedom is not expected that much and not allowed outside to go out. And how the need of electricity, to generate electricity we have to construct a dam over a river, and how people who are living near that area will be considered like they will be migrated to other places, how that construction of dams also affect the people, like tribals are getting affected. And like to generate this electricity, constructing of dams, this will be considered for like construction resulting in the development of society and country. And what happens? It really distracts the farmers, it really causes the destruction for farmers and the lives of people who are living nearby that rivers. Okay, we have discussed about that, and later we have discussed about what women, people who are getting jobs with good salaries apart from income, they are also expecting, apart from income they are expecting what? The treatment, freedom, equal treatment, freedom, security, safety, and racial discrimination should be eradicated, everything. And apart from income and materialistic life, there is also some other basic needs for a human to live in this society. Okay, money and material things are not playing an important, apart from this safety and security is also. And while talking about the economic growth of an individual or a nation's economical growth, like when they have planned to raise the Sardar Sarovar Dam on Narmada river, the mass number of people had united in one place to fight against it, as it is affecting their lives. Is it so? Yes. Now coming here later, what we have discussed about the job with a high salary without any basic needs or facilities what we need, and a moderate salary with all the facilities and without tensions, and when we are getting the salary, and the security also which we are going to choose. And another example we have discussed today is like what? Women, working women with a paid working woman will develop her dignity in the society as well as in the household. Okay, and that also we have discussed. Later we have discussed about like in that income and other goals, like money is considered to be the basic need of people to fulfill their daily requirements, right? Making money or income is very important. Money is also required to buy all the things, technological things which we are using today, as well as we need freedom, security, treatment, respect to maintain our good quality of lifestyle. Right? Yes. Now hence developmental goals are necessary to get a better income. Other things are also necessary for us in our lives. Now coming to the national income. National income is defined as what? It is a country's ability to enhance, to improve, to develop the life standards of its residents, of the people who are living in that country. And for people, like their belief in notions development, in like nations, the people's belief in nations development is totally different when comparing to a person to another person. Improvement in people's life standards, providing basic things to citizens, like what are the basic things we need as a citizen to live in this society? We need food, education, social service, medical aids, and all the things, or like water facilities, everything we need along with the electricity. and increase in per capita income is referred to as national development. So, as an individual, when we are seeking for more basic things like food, education, medical and all, it is also our responsibility to think about the nation's development. So, in the next class, we are going to discuss about how can we differentiate different countries or states. How will we differentiate the goals when compared to the different states, when we have done the comparison between different states and the different countries. Okay. So, with this we will stop this session, and in the next session we will continue with the another remaining half of that. Okay. This is your today's activity. Read clearly children, this is your activity and that is given in book bag. This is book bag, let us work out this. So, you have to find out the answers for this and post it in the group. This is not the classwork content children, classwork content I will send you in separate PDF. This is only the activity part. First let me read and explain you. Why do different persons have different notions of development? Which of the following explanation is more important? Why? Here they have given two things, which is more important and why people are having different notions. Notion means idea of development. First one is because people are different, because life situations of persons are different. In this, which is the right one, and you have to write why, you have to explain why. Okay. Now, do the following two statements mean the same? Justify your answer. Here also they have given two statements like people have different developmental goals, people have conflicting, okay, opposing developmental goals. Is that two? Are these two important? Are these two same or different? If it is same, you have to give your answer. If they are different, you have to give your answer. Third one is give some examples where factors other than income are more important aspects of life. This I think you can easily answer. Apart from income, what are the other aspects that are necessary for our lives? Okay. Next, fourth one is explain some of the important ideas of the above section in your own words. So, this one you have to give your own ideas about the what we have discussed in all those four parts, that you have to give a short note according to that idea what you have understood from this today's session. So, this is your activity, you have to paste it, you have to write it and post it in the group. The classwork content I will send you children. The next half of the lesson will be taught to you in the second session. Until then, thank you so much for staying with me. This is your Priya ma'am signing off from Alpha Group of Institutions. Okay, thank you children.